What's the need?
What
Communities
nonsense?
to talk.
That's nonsense, right?
There is a separation going on. What's the need for communities to talk? Talk about what? Are the majority people ready to hand over Biren Singh and Sanajava and Karan Gamba and Pramod Singh and their entire gang of criminals? Are they ready to hand them over to the authorities at least? Otherwise, what kind of talks are required if they cannot do this?
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Pipi Chongloy Talk Show. Today I'm so honored to be with Vishwajeet Singh, a Supreme Court lawyer. Hello sir, welcome to my talk show.
Hello, thank you.
How are you?
I'm fine.
You visited Manipur recently, I heard. So how was your
Yes,
visit?
I'm back from Manipur on the last Sunday.
Mhm.
I spent around 8 days on this entire travel.
Uh-huh.
I left Delhi on the Sunday prior to the last Sunday, and I came back last Sunday.
Mhm.
So I covered uh, three destinations in all.
Mhm.
First Kangpokpi,
Mhm.
then from Kangpokpi to Churachandpur, Lamka,
Mhm.
and then from Lamka to Aizawl.
Mhm.
I spent 2 nights at each place. Rest of the time was spent in traveling,
Yeah.
covering long distances
Mhm.
from one town to another
Mhm.
because the shorter routes were not available to me and to my hosts.
I am so thankful to you for saying that thing, not available for me and my host. So many people are saying that Vishwajit has been, quite vocal about the cause for the cookies, but I don't think you have any sides. You are, as an advocate, as a lawyer, you are supporting the truth, and that makes you, support the cookies by default. Is it? Yeah,
Yes.
could you please elaborate to the people who are often
Yes.
confused about you
Yeah.
supporting the cookie community?
Yes. When this conflict started in Manipur between the minority Kukis and majority Meiteis,
Mhm.
I could see that the power is on the side of the majority.
Mhm.
They were in the government.
Mhm.
The government version about a lot of things, and particularly the version of the then Chief Minister, former Chief Minister, Mr. Viren Singh,
Mhm.
the kind of narrative that was coming from them was totally false,
Mhm.
and I could see that the truth was that it was the cookies who were being victimized
Mhm.
by a well planned and well orchestrated ethnic violence. So I had to take the side of the truth. Therefore, I'm with the cookies.
Mhm. So that is a clear-cut explanation.
Yes.
You're not actually favoring the cookies, but you're supporting the truth,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Okay. So,
Truth is on the side of the cookies.
Okay,
And
so
I'm with the truth.
So you being a mainlander, you being a neutral person, you choose to, land in Nagaland instead of Imphal. So could you please explain the viewers why you choose to land in Nagaland instead of Imphal?
Yes, because I have been receiving a lot of trolling and some level of threats from the Metis. So, and I was also advised by local army officers who are present there and who are deployed in Manipur not to take the Imphal route because it could not be, even if it is not dangerous for my safety and security, it could create unnecessary controversy.
Mhm.
So I decided to totally avoid Imphal during this entire tour, and I landed in Nagaland. From there, I took the road to Kangpokpi.
So you have the first-hand experience of my people, our atrocities for the past more than 2 years. We have been taking this routes, and we have been suffering a lot. So you have experienced that, right? So how does it feel from Kangpopi to Imphal? It's not even 2 hours, right? And then from Imphal to Churchandpur, it's another 2 hours. In 4 hours, you can cover the two districts, right? Connect, but then somehow it took me 2 days, right? So what do you say about the suffering of the Kuki people? Are they resilient?
Yes.
Yeah.
Although I had the option of going to Lamka from via Imphal,
Mm-hmm.
and I was offered assistance by some security forces also, which I politely declined because I wanted to see for myself the kind of suffering and the hardships being faced by the Kuki people because of main roads not being available to them. Therefore, I wanted to experience it myself. So I decided to take the so-called German Tiger Road from Kangpokpi to Imphal, which passes through a very tough terrain. Although if the roads can be repaired, then I must say that it can be a very beautiful ride because most of the time it is passing through very lush green thick jungles. So it could be a very beautiful drive if the road can be repaired. But of course, a journey which could have taken 3.5 hours took me around 9 hours. So it was all in all, it was a good experience, I would say. Good experience in a sense, a lot of educative and learning experience for me
Inputs
in
coming.
terms of people's suffering and hardships being faced by the people, and a lot of inhospitable terrain I had to face, which is okay.
All right. So, what do you think of the, the authority? Do you think that the Kuki people deserve a good, a comfortable route that is connecting villages? Um, because we know that the Kukis and the Métis are physically separated,
Yes.
and there is no option. We don't have to go back there. We cannot go back there anymore.
It's not safe.
Yeah.
It's a threat to life. So it's not safe. So yes, I would compliment the Kuki people for taking responsibility of that route themselves. I have been told that the Kuki people themselves have been making efforts to repair that road as far as possible with their own contributions, resources, and own financial contributions. And but it's a really hard task to do because a lot of equipment and heavy machinery is required for construction of road in mountainous terrain. But I have seen some news coming in from various quarters that government is also now taking interest in developing that road as an alternate to the Imphal based route.
So I would like to thank you once again for coming all the way from Delhi, visiting our place. So many mainlanders, people like you, they rely on media sources, and we know that we are not putting out the right sources, right? The authentic sources. So you must have visited relief camps. So how are people in there? What did you expect? And then when you actually went there, what did you experience?
I went to a lot of relief camps in both the districts, Kangpokpi as well as Lamka. And I visit the first relief camps I visited. Some of them were being run in government buildings, which were otherwise built for different purpose, were being repurposed as relief camps. And condition of the people living in those camps is very, I would say, very miserable. And education is a problem for the children. Survival itself is a problem. Healthcare is a problem. Food is a problem. So, and very little relief or very little relief material has been coming from the government. Whatever relief material is reaching those camps is either donated by private parties or is being donated by neighboring states, neighboring state governments, I would say, and being arranged by civil society.
The local
Local civil society organizations and the local community. Very little relief is coming from the government. Even I have been told that a lot of budget has been allocated to relief camps. Around, I have been told for Manipur alone, around 500 crore rupees has been allocated by central government. But where is that 500 crore rupees going? I could not see. Some in relief camp, and it's very interesting. I would like to mention it here. In one of the relief camps, the ladies, helped by the local village chief in that area, were indulging in handloom production of handicrafts and handloom, and they were. I have got pictures. I've
Mhm.
documented everything very well.
Mhm.
So I've got pictures of them having handlooms there, and they were weaving. Actually, they were weaving their local traditional cloth,
Showels.
yes, shawls, and
Mhm.
like the saipi kup you are wearing,
Mhm.
and various other weaves.
Mhm.
So it was very, very encouraging. But
Mhm.
again, that comes from within the community.
Mhm.
It's not a government initiative, but
Mhm.
I felt really proud of those ladies who are working to self-sustain themselves. Although
Mhm.
that camp was a makeshift temporary structure built of tin sheets,
Mhm.
but the living conditions in that camp were much better because they were self-sustaining themselves,
Mhm.
rather than those camps where which is not people are not able to indulge in some some earning activity,
Mhm.
so their condition was really bad. And I saw that most of those people are able-bodied people, even the ladies as well as men.
Mhm.
They are all able-bodied. Most of
Mhm.
them are able-bodied. If job opportunities, employment opportunities are created for them, then they would certainly like to work and earn their living.
Mhm.
But so far it is missing.
Mhm.
And then in Lamka, I saw there was a relief camp made of prefabricated structure,
Mhm.
which was I have been told was a good initiative by the
Mhm.
central government, not state government.
Mhm.
So there also the civil some food supplies were being distributed on that day when I visited,
Mhm.
and but I also met the civil society people, community people who are helping in managing those relief camp, that particular relief camp.
Mhm.
And after building that structure, rest of the things the government has forgotten, like the sanitation,
The
water
water
supply,
supply. Yeah.
drainage system, etc., requires a lot of work. If the government has made as much effort of building those that structure, then it takes very little to do a little more and ensure a safe drainage, ensure water supply, and ensure some livelihood. This is the main thing: is livelihood. If you create livelihood, people are capable of doing those things themselves.
Mhm.
So these are the conditions of the relief camps,
Mhm.
which I found very, very miserable condition as far as the government aid is concerned.
Mhm.
Now I heard that one of the same relief camp, the honorable governor of Manipur has visited.
Mhm.
So let's hope that has visited only this week, earlier this week. So let's hope that some condition of such camps will be made better, maybe.
Mhm. Um, let's talk about the audio tape of the former Chief Minister and Biren Singh. You being a lawyer from a Supreme
Okay.
Court, I
Yes.
think his case has been handled in the Supreme Court. And I have heard some news that 93 or 94% of his audio is authentic. So, but then why is the court or the government delaying his arrest warrant, I must say? So, what went
No, it's
wrong?
a legal. Let me explain the system and the procedure here.
Mm-hmm.
The voice samples, the Biren, those audio tapes
Mm-hmm.
were were examined by a private lab,
Mm-hmm.
and the 93-94% match was found
Mm-hmm.
with his voice.
Mm-hmm.
And his voice they have taken from his other publicly available audio and video tapes, mainly YouTube videos which are there on social media. So there is a 93-94% match of those tapes with his voice. But however, I feel and I know for a fact that the government is actually protecting him. Central government is protecting him. Central government law officers, highest law officers, the Solicitor General of India is representing the government in the Supreme Court, and they are employing delaying tactics. Like first, they offered that they will not accept the private lab report, and they will have the samples analyzed by the government forensic science lab. And since then, they gave some report in a sealed cover to the Supreme Court on one of the hearings, which
Mm-hmm.
the Supreme Court rejected and asked them to re-examine it. And since then, they have been saying that report is not yet ready. Sometimes the law officers don't come. They make excuse, being busy here and there. Then on the last date of hearing, the court asked them that to produce, which will be on Monday, the instructions, the references which the government has given to the lab as to in what aspects the sample has to be analyzed. So even that is confusing, very confusing, because the government is not coming clear. It's the government's lab. It's the government which is supposed to, and it's the Supreme Court asking the government, and they have taken the time from the court to get the report analyzed by their own lab, which now they are, delaying it. These are delaying tactics, which and which also amply demonstrate the fact that it's actually Biren Singh who's there on those tapes. Otherwise, what's the need to deploy these tactics to delay the case? Let's see for how long they can delay it. Monday, it's coming again.
So sooner or later, the truth.
Sooner or later, the truth will come out,
Mhm.
and if it is found that is the voice of Biren Singh, then a very detailed, probably CBI or NIA or maybe a special investigation team inquiry will be set up against him, which sooner or later is going to happen,
Mhm.
and this gentleman will be arrested.
So, thank you for explaining it thoroughly. I hope it is clear enough, crystal clear. So, this ethnic cleansing, okay, the Manipur crisis, the main orchestrator is Biren Singh. So once he is arrested, do you think
He is one of the main orchestrators? There are several main orchestrators.
Could you please
He is
name?
one of those main people.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not name everybody, but he's there. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So then, like you say, he's one of the people who orchestrated this Manipur crisis, the ethnic cleansing. If he is arrested, do you think the war will come to an end? I mean, the civil war, it has been prolonged for more than 2 years now.
Not only he,
Okay.
all those people responsible, all the perpetrators
Mhm.
have to be arrested in order to serve justice. Justice to the
Okay.
victims who have been uprooted from their homes, who have been driven out of their villages, their ancestral lands, whose relatives and family members have been murdered, whose women from their family have been humiliated, sexually assaulted, sexual crimes have been perpetrated on them, they have been paraded in a very humiliating position on the streets, on the roads,
Yes.
and they were actually disrobed and paraded on the road. So all the perpetrators of all these crimes need to be arrested and serve justice. Only then there can be some semblance of peace. Otherwise, without justice, I don't see any peace coming.
Yeah, exactly. Then these days some roadmap to peace is coming up. So many people,
Yeah,
like free movement
yes,
kind
yes,
of
yes.
thing.
Yes, very funny. I see a lot of people from the mainland, the NGOs and those, again, civil society members and some delegations which are visiting. The first thing they want to say is that let both the communities start talking. What's the need?
What
Communities
nonsense.
to talk.
That's nonsense, right?
There is a separation going on. What's the need for communities to talk? Talk about what? Are the majority people ready to hand over Biren Singh and Sanajava and Karan Gamba and Pramod Singh and their entire gang of criminals? Are they ready to hand them over to the authorities at least? Otherwise, what kind of talks are required if they cannot do this? With Biren Singh sitting happily enjoying his life, Sanajava, the so-called Maharaja, is enjoying in his palace, and Karan Gamba is roaming around the streets of Imphal, heavily armed, on top of open vehicles. And till that time, what kind of peace are they talking about, and what is there to be talked about between the two communities? They are living happily. They are happy in their own spaces. Free movement, etc. This is all nonsense. Free movement comes, right to movement comes after right to life. Right to life is paramount. If free movement can endanger the right to life, then there's no need for any such free movement.
Having said that, so many NIA cases has been there, and our people are arrested in good numbers. But on the other hand, in the valley, some people that we have mentioned, the Koranganba, I think is the seed of the Arambai Tangles, and few other people have also NI cases, but somehow they are roaming freely in a broad daylight. They are giving speeches in a public platform.
They're giving hate speeches.
Yes.
Calling for annihilation of a particular of an entire community. Mm-hmm. They're roaming free.
Yeah, why is this injustice, selective justice is being done to these two communities?
Yes, because the central government's role is very, very suspect in all of this, I would say. After the imposition of president's rule, level of violence has come down, no doubt. And I hope the Honorable Governor, I know he is a very sincere person, and he's from the home ministry background. He has a home ministry background, so he knows a lot of things. But sometimes I feel that he has his hands tied by the powers that be, because after imposition of governor president's rule and takeover of the security situation by central forces, I don't see why these people responsible and who are there living freely in Imphal are not apprehended, or at least prevented from making further inflammatory speeches. Biren Singh, I have been told, is living. There's one is Arambai Tengol, one is Methi Lipun. There's one more group which is very lesser known. It's called EUM. EYOOM. EUM. They are the very close confidantes of Biren Singh, and they are living at his in his premises, and they are protecting him. This extra constitutional security setup and private militia which has come up in Imphal Valley since May 2023 is very, it's unheard of. Militancy, okay, heard of. There are ways to tackle it, but how do you tackle a private militia which is state sponsored and which is being supported, which has been supported all along and protected by the state government so far, and other armed groups like EUM, which are there, very much there, right under the nose of security forces, and they are able to operate. So situation is very grim. If media is not talking about it, let them not talk. But people are getting to know. Media cannot hide things in this age of information. Media cannot hide things for a very long time.
Sooner or later, things will get exposed.
Yes, they are getting exposed.
Day by day, right?
Yes.
Thank you so much for boldly speaking up. I appreciate your confidence. I want to ask you one last question before we wind up the interview. Do you think the Kuki people actually deserve separate administration?
I could see the de facto separation very much there on the ground. There is a buffer zone. Kukis cannot go to the Meitei territories. Meiteis cannot go to the Kuki inhabited areas. So there is a separation.
Already.
Separation is already there. So administrative separation is required, and which is the need of the hour, because to protect lives, if an administrative separation is done, is effected, what's the harm? It will be saving a lot of lives.
Yes, because even during this president's rule, like few days back, people are being killed again. One Kuki guy was killed. The Meitei, the valley-based people, crossed the buffer zone and somehow managed to kill the Kuki people. So yes, even during this time,
I was there when this happened.
The incident happened. Yes. So what's your thought on this? What was your overall take on this things that are happening?
Overall take, I think I have summarized, but I can say a few things more, like the labels being attributed to the Kuki people, like narco and illegal, and Chin Kuki, narco terrorists, illegal immigrants, by people who are in position of very responsible positions, like Khuraija Mathuba of Kokomi. He
Mm-hmm.
is openly saying, and media channels are giving him a platform to say that
Mm-hmm.
that we have declared a war against the illegal immigrants, narco terrorist, Chin Kuki illegal immigrants, something like that. Who's he to declare war on anybody? First of all, okay, we are living in a republic. It's a democracy. Who is he? Is he a law enforcement agency? No, he is not. Is he a police authority? No, he is not. He has no business declaring war on fellow citizens. So such people should be shut up by the media channels there and then, but they are giving him platform after platform to run their narrative all across the country, which is wrong. I went through the thickest of jungles of the Kuki areas in this trip, and and that part of the jungle is accessible by road somehow, whatever the condition of the road may be, but it is accessible. That was the thickest, greenest, lush green jungle I have seen in my life, at least in the hills, anywhere in the world. And I could see no trace of any poppy plantation or any sort of plantation anywhere. If poppy plantation has to be done, it has to be done in accessible areas. Nobody can go and do and cultivate and harvest poppy on mountain tops. Okay, I won't deny it altogether that it may not. Of course, it's happening. It may be happening along the Indo-Myanmar border in certain areas or in some villages, which are accessible. But to say that the entire every Kuki village is cultivating poppy, cultivating opium, is sheer nonsense. And any person giving such narrative should be shut up.
Thank you so much. That was a bold statement. Like I said before, you have been supporting the truth, and that
I
really
saw it
fits your
myself. Why
profession.
should I rely on media reports or on the majority narrative or on the government narrative? I've
Mhm,
experienced it all firsthand.
mhm,
So I've seen it. I'm a witness.
mhm. There are very few people like you who actually support the truth. Since day one, you have been supporting, and the entire cookie community owes you a big, big thank you. So please continue to support the cause and support the truth. That's all I want to say. And thank you so much for
Everybody should
sparing
support the
your
truth.
precious time. You have been quite busy. You must be tired. You had a long day today, but somehow you managed to come and give me a short interview. I couldn't thank you enough. May God bless you, and I'll see you again in the upcoming episode. Thank you.
Thank you so much. All the best.